anarchy and chaos rule society, not politics. It is, and this must change. Too much has been lost, too many lives are affected. We, as a political party, believe democracy and economy to thrive, an inclusive political polity must be established. It is in that spirit our leader Sheikh Hasina has expressed her desire to return to Bangladesh. Her and our party's objective is not to seek revenge, but fair justice and harmony. We seek a Bangladesh where political differences are resolved through democratic dialogue, where every citizen will enjoy rights under the law. Ladies and gentlemen, as a political party that has served Bangladesh for decades, we recognize no government is without shortcomings. We recognize and acknowledge leadership requires humility, accountability, and the courage to learn from success as well as failure. We remain committed to building upon our success while acknowledging where we could have done better and where we have at times failed. We seek no special privilege. We seek only the restoration of equal constitutional and democratic rights for every citizen and every political party in Bangladesh. We respectfully call upon every constitutional institution of Bangladesh to uphold their responsibilities with fairness, neutrality, professionalism, and fidelity to the rule of law. To the young people of Bangladesh, we say, your dreams matter, your aspirations matter, your future matters. You deserve a Bangladesh where you can study, work, innovate, and prosper without fear, discrimination, or political division. Ladies and gentlemen, our plea to all the friends of Bangladesh and international stakeholders is that they ought to facilitate an inclusive political atmosphere and not support the extreme elements who are continuing violence in Bangladesh and who are institutionalizing religious extremism in Bangladesh. We find the veiled extremists are often touted as liberals by certain stakeholders, and we urge to end this duality. To our people, we urge, let us come together, not as opponents, but as one nation. Let us reject the politics of hate and embrace the politics of hope. Let us replace division with unity, fear with confidence, exclusion with participation, and vengeance with justice. And let us see this homecoming of Sheikh Hasina as a chance to heal and hope and not fight and fall. We believe together we can rise again, learn from past and progress into future. But if we don't now, if we don't, grave and worse future awaits us. We cannot let Bangladesh become a failed state. If the extremists and the fanatics are pampered and patronized, this future generation shall suffer for perpetuity. May we stand and heal together and defeat the dark forces. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu.
Thank you very much for your point of view. And I would request Mr. Aminul Haq, Polish, if you are still with us, if you can come for 2 minutes only, please. Just 2 minutes, but slow if you can. Otherwise, I have to go to the second speaker. Please, thank you.
Am I yeah, am I audible now? Hello? Hello? Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, so let me wrap up in this way. So there are several current incidents that indicate that like Islamic terrorists and the militants are directly active in the field. Still, government is denying the fact, and it doesn't start overnight. It starts right after 5th August 2024. Militant leaders have been bailed and released. They came to the public sphere. They have become active again. The Yunus regime didn't take any sort of initiative to tackle that tackle that terrorism issues. And that is still going on. So I urge to international community so that they can come forward to look into the issue, because terrorism never confined into a national border. If Bangladesh, the terrorism cell active that much that are currently visible in the field, so that will impact not only Bangladesh but also our regional security, as well as the Bay of Bengal, our maritime road, our business, investment, everything. So my urge to the international community and the journalists to look into the issue, because Bangladeshi media is not speaking in line, and the authority is in denial mode about the resurgence of militancy in Bangladesh that we successfully combat in 16 years of Awami League government under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina. Government is planning to dissolve CTTC, ATU. They are the fundamental backbone of countering terrorism. So these things are happening in Bangladesh. We need international community attention in this matter. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
May I now request the key speaker, Mr. Sajib Wajid Joy, former ICT advisor to the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Please speak slow and soft so we can hear you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Awad, for the kind introduction. Thank you as well for the National Press Club for hosting this event. Honored to be here today. You've heard the other speakers speak a little bit about what is happening in Bangladesh and what has happened. I want to bring a few things to everyone's attention, and this is something I believe that the international community needs to focus on. First of all, you have heard the refrain again and again that about the deaths during the July-August protests of 2024. Here is what no one is talking about. You have various counts on the numbers. You have the UN number of 1,400, whereas the government number is 800 something. Who are these additional 600 people? Where did the UN get those names? Our party has written to the UN, our lawyers have written to the UN again and again, and to date the UN has not provided any names. But more importantly, the UN only covers a period up to August 15th of 2024. But we know that the deaths continued. And what is most alarming, and this is something that I believe that the press, the international press, should really, really pay attention to. You see, the Yunus regime, one of the first things they did was pass an ordinance which became law called the Indemnity Bill, indemnifying all the protesters, everyone, blanket immunity, protecting them from any prosecution for any killings. That includes killings of civilians, that includes killings of our party members, and that includes killings of police officers. Today, the BNP government that is in power, they have ratified this ordinance, turned it into law, and this continues, which means that none of the police killings, we still don't know exactly the number of police deaths, none of the police killings can be prosecuted. So my question to you is this: are killings okay? Are killings acceptable? If you can have blanket immunity for protesters to kill police officers, to kill civilians, to kill Awami League members and leaders, then why blame anybody? That is the first issue I would like to focus on, the indemnity. I think this is something that has not been paid attention to. This is unprecedented. How can you have blanket legal protection for killings by